Well, let's go back to Benue State now, where the Chief Press Secretary to the Benue State Governor, Terver Akase, is standing by, of course, to give us a clearer picture of what happened to the governor, talking about the attack on the convoy of the Benue State Governor, that's in person of Samuel Ortom. It's good to have you join us on the news this hour, Mr. Akase. Based on what happened today, can you help us better understand what actually happened?
Well, thank you very much for having me. For us in Benue, we are grateful to God for averting what would have been a really sad day in the life of Governor Ortom is a farmer, and he goes to his farm himself. And so today being a weekend, he, as usual, was on his farm when the bandits was just trying to inspect the other part of his farm when the bandits ambushed him and his security aides. And but fortunately, the security aides attached to him were able to repel the attackers, and they got the governor safely out of danger. So we are really grateful to God, and we commend the security men attached to His Excellency the Governor. That's what happened today. This happened around 11 a.m. Off Boko Makudi Road. For those of you who have been to Benue, Boko Makudi Road is a major highway, and along that side, the governor has one of his farms. So once in a while, he goes there to inspect, like any other farm that he has.
Based on what the governor had said today, the governor expressly referred to his attackers as herders. But this is coming at a time of relative calm, considering what we've always heard from Benue being issues with farmer-herders clashes in time past. In fact, some may say that Benue State hasn't been in the news for quite some time. Is this a new trend, or what are you really scared of right now?
Well, you see, the herders have always made efforts to invade Benue, because as far as they are concerned, the valley, the Benue Valley, has vegetation that their cows love to eat. And beyond that, they have always made efforts to occupy the communities in the state. And so we understand that they have been there. I think there's a forest around that side where the militia have been camped by the cow owners, and it's obviously in defense, because you know they go out to graze openly, and when the livestock guards of the state see them, they impound their animals. And so maybe I don't know, security agencies will explain this better, but I don't know what they were thinking when they saw the governor. I don't know if they thought he was or he and his team were coming to one of the people, some of the people coming for their cows. But certainly what has happened is that it has told us again that there are militia Fulani herdsmen who have been camped in forests around this country, and Benue is not an exception. Because these people were dressed in black, all black, and they didn't have cows when the governor's team saw them. So it is one thing that only the intelligence gathering agencies will be able to tell us. Who are these people? What are they doing in the forest? You know, this is the question, and that's why the governor has said he's going to write officially to Mr. President and the security chiefs to tell them, because we understand that Mieti Ala Kautahore met in Yola a few days ago, and they made Governor Samuel Ortom their target, because they said Governor Ortom is their only problem. He initiated the idea of open grazing prohibition and ranches establishment legislation. So, and that he has, according to them, he has put the Fulani race up for victimization and so on. So they planned, we suspect that this attack is an offshoot of the Yola meeting. And we are asking security agencies to investigate this. Who is after Governor Samuel Ortom's life? What has he done to deserve to be killed? This is the question we are asking.
Yeah. Of course, you said that the governor will be sending a petition to the federal government. But the question I'd like to ask you is this clearly is not a long-term solution, given the issues that you have raised. What would you say a Benue State is doing exactly to put an end to this kind of incident?
Well, we have a law in Benue State, and the law provides for the establishment of ranches. And the government has said repeatedly that anyone who wants to practice animal husbandry in the state should put their animals in ranches. And many Benue people who have cows, sheep, and goats have ranched them. The only problem is the Fulanis who come from without the state. They say that they will not respect, they will not obey the law of the state. And that's what is, we are wondering, where on earth have we heard a group of people vow never to obey the laws of the land? Laws are meant to be obeyed. So the government of Benue State has done a lot, and the law provides for protection for both cattle owners and farmers. It does not discriminate against cattle owners. So we wonder why the headers have chosen to view this law as anti-Fulani law. It is not an anti-Fulani. In fact, as I speak with you, some Benue people who have been caught rustling animals have been arrested. And those who have allowed their animals to stray, to move freely, have been arrested. And some of them are in detention. Yeah. So the law is not an anti-Fulani law. It is a law for Benue people. Anyone who has animal business in Benue must ranch their animals. So the government of Benue State under Samuel Ortom has done enough to ensure that there is peace. And this law is now being replicated in other states. Yeah. And we believe that if Nigeria accepts this law and it becomes a national law, even though agriculture is not on the exclusive list, we believe that if the federal government adopts ranching as a model, Fulani herdsmen and whatever person, whoever he is that practices animal husbandry, will have no option than to put their animals in ranches.
Chief Press Secretary to Benue State Governor Terver Akase, thank you so much for giving us that update. Hopefully this doesn't happen anymore in Nigeria. You're watching TVC News at 7.